Hello, welcome to the stream. So this is Ruckard Divergenced strategy part 12. Today we are going to use OHLC4 as input of our excuse momentum indicator in order to avoid false divergences. This is a thing that I think will help us a lot to avoid false divergences. And also we can use OHLC4 to decide if there's a divergence or not. I mean, one thing is the excuse momentum indicator, that you use OHLC4 as an input, and another thing is that you take the values from the top or not in order to decide that there is a divergence or not. You can use OHLC4 if you want instead. So we are going to check a video and we will start in a minute.
Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that passes at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CC's fees.
Okay, so let's do it. So first of all, we need this new file, and what I'm going to do is to copy divergence I into new letter. So this is going to be K, and this is going to be OHLC4. And now we're going to edit this file. So here you are. From here and from the top, going to put it on the left side. You need to really use sessions for all of this stuff, otherwise I have too many open files and it's a mess. Okay, so now this is K1 and today it's 25. K1. Nice. So now I can add this new file and I can set something like dk at divergenced OHLC4K based on Phoenix. Nice. So now we need an input for choosing one signal or another signal for this OHLC4. But before doing that, what I want to do is to see stuff on the chart. So right now I'm using a custom, where is this? I'm using a custom indicator, which is TL abajo, and this does not have anything about this. And where we want to check is, I have written it somewhere here. 19 October, 10 a.m. So what we want to check is all of this. Let's open. We want to check all of these entries. If you take a look here, there's too much movement, and there seems to be too much movement because this is not smooth properly. So this is what we want to fix here with all of that. So first of all, I want to work with this source code that I have somewhere else. It's not on the repo because this is not a strategy, and this is not so well done. Okay, let me check. Let me check what the hell I have this. Wait a moment. Okay, so here I have the staff, and well, not sure what's the one that it's more similar to. I guess it's this one. I mean, I never modify it, isn't it? Yeah, but this is. So let me compare once this stuff with this other. If I'm not mistaken, there should be. Oh my god. This is in English. This is for printing the divergences, actually. And I'm not sure if this was using the right thing. ADX. Okay. Neo green divergence A. So we have a function or something. Biggest stop. Wait a moment. Not sure if I understand. Yeah, there is. Fun. Set current section. Okay. There should be a near green divergence A. Reset. new green divergence A, it's equal to TMP A new green divergence. Should be okay, it's here. Yeah, I want to check this because I'm using font section biggest top. Font section biggest top. Here it is. If you've got something that it's bigger than the other one, why? This is not talking about price, but about this. So I guess that we need something else. Yeah, anyway, it uses the current. It uses the current value, not the previous bar. That's what I'm using right now, the previous bar. Something that I have to change just in case it makes more sense. But yeah. The thing is that I don't want all of this. The only one thing that I want is having the inputs change. So what I want to do is work with this file and have another one which might be F8. Yeah, so this F8, it's not something that we have. So this might be yeah. This is an study. This I should change this to version 5 instead of version 4, but I don't want to change so many stuff. I mean, I could even reuse code from the current strategy here, but it's not worth it. So what I want to do is having an input. Hopefully I know how to do this because I'm quite used to. I mean, I'm quite used to version 5, so I might do some stuff that it's not really needed in that it's not really needed here. So, and I should remove ADX if I'm not actually using it. Yeah, I might rewrite this into. I might rewrite this into something better, you know, into version 5 with all of the code that we have on the other part, because else this is not going to be something nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it, but it might be the best thing doing it. So problem is I don't know where to save this. So we have this scripts libraries, scripts. So I might create indicators. What the hell is this? Range identifier. Okay. These are strategies, not scripts, but I've got the libraries. No, the libraries are here. So let's create an indicator. I don't like it, but I mean, why not? So what we're going to do is to copy the current divergence. Wait, moment. This is not it. And so divergenced. So you want to copy this into here, but we want a new folder which will be squeeze momentum indicator. Yeah. Squeeze mom. Let me see. Yeah, so squeeze momentum. That's what we want here. So squeeze momentum, we're going to copy divergence script and change stuff here. And let's see how we do. So this is squeeze momentum. And this would be a classic. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do the stuff without drawing anything, and then we will try to draw something, because otherwise this is going to be nuts. So how the hell do we do this? I don't want to do an indicator. I don't want to implement an indicator. So here we need to remove a lot of stuff. This is why I don't like this too much, because it's too much work for whatever we want to do. Not sure if I want to do this in a single step, but maybe it's the best thing of doing stuff. So let's open this on top and bottom so that we don't mess up if we edit this on both of the... Take a look at this. It has opened it on the left. Nice. So now we have A1, version, description, the description. We also have the inputs, which alerts. We can remove all of this and that's it, so that it's easier. Here we have to change the name. We have to remove all the things that doesn't mean anything. We don't need anything from here because no. And let's see. What more do we have? Time frame. Okay, let's start from the bottom. We don't need anything about how to enter or exit a staff because that's something that we don't care about. And so we can remove all of this. That's right. Let's remove everything. And let's keep the plot. Okay. So strategy body, we don't have any strategy body. Nice. So we have some plots that we don't need. Let's focus on this stuff. So if I open F, what the hell is F? F7, so F8, I'm not going to use it because I am editing another one. So if I come here, I can say C. I can just use this. So this is what we're going to use here. We're going to adapt it, of course. So what we want here is something like this. And this is not sure what to put here. Yeah, like that. So I want this to have this. I want this to be nice. And so a strategy, we don't need anything from here. Let's continue from the bottom to the top. Let's remove whatever we don't need. Okay, so we have divergence color. Wait a moment. That's if you want to plot the divergences, but I already plot the divergences on the what's the name, on the top chart, because I want to see them there. What I want to see on the bottom is just the colors. So let's remove the divergences from here. Let's remove what the hell is this? Higher time frame plot. Let's remove curriculum lines, volatility. Let's see, what do we have here? We don't have anything. Yeah, that makes sense. So here we have some logic about going long or short. We don't need anything of that. Yeah, so now we have some code here about the divergences, which I think there's a function here. That's right. Divergences. But oh, wait a moment. Let's skip this code so far about the divergences. Now let's remove more stuff. So this is dynamic RSI, volatility, high trend, something. These are strategies. We don't need any strategies here, unless it's something related to the squeeze, but I don't think so. So we can remove all of this. So we have the skews momentum function. We have more stuff. So a function for RSI, we don't need them. Let's close or not because this is old. Let's find the trend. I don't think this is needed. And FMA, no, because that's something that's used but get trend, so we don't need this. More functions that are not related to squeeze, so we don't need anything of this. Okay, here we have more stuff that it's not needed, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this one, but no, this is not going to be used anyway. Okay, so break-even accounting. Yeah, so we don't need anything of this. And then you've got the inputs. This is what I want to keep, whatever it's needed, but not everything else. And let's check this function. So this function works with squeeze momentum divergences, which uses a squeeze momentum function, which is here. So this function, it's going to return value B color, S color, squeeze percentage. This is what you need to use in order to draw the squeeze momentum. Okay, as far as I understand. So we don't actually need to get the squeeze momentum divergences, if I'm not mistaken. So if you take a look at F7, you can see how it uses all of this, and it's just, I mean, it uses only 3 of them, but there are more here. Squeeze percentage. What the hell is this? Yeah, this might be, yeah, not sure what's that, if I'm being honest, but it's not needed if you want to plot this. So this means that we don't need anything from here about the divergences. We just need these inputs about length and so on. Well, sorry, these inputs about length and so on that are used inside here. So yeah, oh, I'm missing something here. Wait a moment. So if I open divergence I, which I'm going to open down here so that it's easier. Up here I'm going to open this. So what I am actually missing is the inputs that go here. Okay. So what you want to do is take this function outside, take this call outside of the function. We don't need this either, and then you plot it. But this needs to, this values need to be inputs. So the inputs are found down here somewhere. So what you want to do is to find this function about divergences, which is this one. And so as you can see, this is called somewhere in order to do some stuff. We are using all of these inputs. So we need to use only the inputs that are related to the skews. So the inputs that we want to use are skews momentum length, mult length KC, mult KC, and tree range. So the first 4 or so. So let's remove all of them and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's copy here and here. So these are the inputs that we have to. So let's go back to our indicator. Now we can get rid of the squeeze function. Sorry, about the divergence function. Just work with this squeeze momentum with this squeeze momentum function. So now the only thing that I need to do is to have these 5 inputs, and I think it's these 5 inputs, and everything else it's not needed because we don't have any more inputs here that we are going to use. However, we want to have new inputs with new functionality. Okay, so wait a moment. This is not right. I have been editing divergence K and I want to work with indicator something. Yeah. So right now, let's save this file, this current work. So right now, what we want to do is to save this current work into here. And do we have it open somewhere? And I want to restore this because it doesn't make sense to make so many changes there. So I want to restore this function. So now, yeah, let's reload. Now let's close K for the moment till we have the other one. Let's see if we have any of this open or not. Yeah, no. So let's go. Skews momentum classic. Where are you? Down here. And I want it to be open also up here. Okay, so now we have the Excuse Momentum Classic. That's what I wanted to use originally. So we were removing a staff and a staff and a staff. So what we keep here is this, and I wanted to keep more inputs for more staff. But this is something that we are going to do in the next version, because yeah, and we want this to have something like A1 and A1, and that's it. So that we can have next version with more stuff if needed. Okay, so description, yeah. Okay, let's remove the stuff. So these are inputs. Yeah, here we have query source, which I'm going to keep around here because that's what I want to add later. I mean, I will add it later. Yeah, we don't need this right now. Well, I don't remember too much where these 5 inputs were. Let me check here. So we can just cut them, put them down here, and just use them here. Oh my god, we've got some spam. That's nice. That means that some people okay. So now we have inputs, strategy, so indicators, so we can have something like, yeah, I mean, inputs like this. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now we need something useful as plotting something. So in order to plot, we need this code. So I'm going to work on the bottom, and I'll check here whatever it's used. So the question is, do we plot ADX? No, we don't want this. And do we plot this, and that's it. So what we want to do is to plot this. So let's check that every other what's the name? The squeeze momentum percentage. Let's plot everything here. So I think we are done. We can maybe use some lines from Divergence I. Where is it? The plot stuff. So squeeze momentum. Yeah, I mean, squeeze momentum, plot begin and plot end, so that it's a bit better. But yeah, so now I think, wait a moment, I think we are done. So before adding this script to the, what's the name, to the repo, I'm going to test that it works properly, and we will add it to the repo. Then we will add the new feature, and then we will port the new feature into the strategy that we want to use. We will decide if we need to. So this is indicator, divergenced strategy, and then finally to Ruckard Zignaly template. Does it make sense? So that's what right now we are on indicator, checking stuff. So let's see if I can do something great. Yeah, we were about to test this new indicator on trading view. So we want to test this here, and if it works, we will remove this one because it should be the same thing, and we don't care too much about the ADX and how much, although I like knowing which is the current ADX. I guess I could add the ADX. Yeah, I don't care too much about the ADX, don't I? Okay, so here we are going to create a new indicator. Look at this indicator, you plot the close. Script name, we have title here so that we can use it. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is now, I think it's indicator. So let's take a look if there's something. If there's something that we have to. So indicator. Title, show title. Overlay, precision, scale, max bars, time frame. Adds multi-time frame functionality to simple scripts. When used, a time frame field will add it to the script setting inputs. Tab. Wait. To specify the chart's time frame, use an empty string of the time frame period variable. The parameter cannot be used with scripts using Pine script drawings. Optional. The default is time frame period. Oh, take a look at this. I didn't know that this existed, so you can have a time frame without doing too much stuff. And what's the default time frame period? So yeah, so maybe so we just used indicator. Okay, didn't need to do anything down here. Indicator. So let's copy and paste here. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, so now we can add this to the chart and see what do we have. So we have exactly the same thing. The one here has the ADX and more stuff, level 23 and so on. But the one on the bottom here has the same stuff. So if you take a look at this date, where is it? 19 October. You can see how you've got these entries because the color changes to match here. And down here is exactly the same color and with exactly the same what's the name is squares. Okay. The same crosses. So I can remove this one and we will keep working on this one as we were before. So this is nice. So I could so apparently you could have look at this time frame. So this maybe is a new settings that you can have in any script without doing anything. Okay, so now we are going to keep on improving this indicator so that it has our new functionality. And so what we are going to do going to say squeeze momentum indicator. Well, I'm not sure. Add a squeeze momentum indicator. So this is A because we have an A. And we can bump with A2, but we don't need it. So what we want to do is B, and B will have this stuff about squeeze momentum B. We will be able OHLC4, yeah. Squeeze momentum B. Okay, so we have this OHLC4 and so we can say that squeeze momentum indicator OHLC4 be based on A, and this is classic, and this is going to be a squeeze momentum indicator. Classic, and this is going to be B. Nice. So now we should be able to open B here, both of the top and bottom, and let's move this to the left so that it's nice. So now we can delete A. And wait a moment. Yeah, so the first thing you want to do is use the proper name. So this is B1 here and B1 here. And let's remove this 2020-10 in the show title. And so this is going to be something like this, and the commit should be use the proper name. So we don't have to say anything about 15 minutes or not, and how the strategy works. Yeah, I mean, now we can work directly on the indicator. So as I was saying, we want new inputs. One it's for divergence, but here we don't have divergence, so we don't need it. And the other inputs is for using this source not as lower BB basis source. Yeah. So what we want to have here is just what we have here, an input with input source. We want this to be an input from the function, and that's it. So what you want to do is an input where the hell is this? An input, yeah, close input. There was something on query, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is, query source. So we should have this for here. So let's see, how the hell do we call this? So this is yeah, so this is a skews mom source. And so this should be skews divergences. Okay, there's I mean, I'm not going to modify this, even if that doesn't make sense in the indicator. So this is source. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that. Yeah, because this should be, wait a moment, all the other inputs, the new inputs, do we have? Yeah, so we have commas. Yeah, so we need this to write this like this. Yeah, okay, so what we have is the skews momentum source. That by default it's going to be OHLC4 because that's what we want to change. And so we want this to be an input. So I'm not sure if we want this to be the first or the last input. Let's put it the last one. So this should be here, like source. So this is source, and we can remove this source. I wonder if it's a problem that we have this source here doing stuff, but I don't know. And I also wonder if there's high and, I mean, if we use something else, because we have length k and so on, but look at this, we have high and low. So this value, which is the value that does stuff, will be, it depends on low here. So the question is uppercase C, squeeze up, squeeze. Okay, here we have a problem, I think. So there are two components to the squeeze momentum indicators. You have the val, which is the value for this momentum, and then you have the crosses, which are gray or black. So I don't want to modify the crosses because I'm not sure what to do with them, but I want to modify this val value so that it's smoother, so that it doesn't take close. So if you take a look at where is it? If you take a look at a squeeze on, a squeeze off, which is what squeeze on, squeeze off modifies no excuse, and then no excuse, it's going to say if this is black or this is gray. So by modifying upper BB, which depends on basis, which depends on source, you are modifying the S color, the crosses. So the crosses are modified thanks to this source. We don't want to modify the sources. Maybe we want to. What we want to modify is this val, okay? And this val, okay, this val also uses source as an input, but then it uses high and low again. So yeah, we could try to work with high, having a high plus OHLC, high plus source, and doing something, but I don't think it's worth it. So let's write the idea here, but I'm not sure. Calculations. High OHLC4. So use this stuff instead of just using high. Same for low, so that we have something smooth, okay? But so thank you, because source is being used on here, okay? So we will be able to check what does happen with this. So yeah, so I think we have everything that we need here. We have this new input, which goes inside here, and it's just used here. And I will use P something here because that's better. But anyway, so let's try this new code and see what are the differences, if there are any. So we should be able to maybe we want to open a new script. so that we can compare both of them. Then we remove it. New indicator, we save this. This is B1, and we add it to the chart. Okay, look at that. This is different. Okay, so now we should have some difference on crosses. So far I see the same crosses, but okay, wait a second. So here we have different colors. So right here we don't have anything. We don't have any change. But now we have some changes. So here we could have this divergence. Okay. But then we don't have any color. So we wouldn't have this false entry here. So that's a good thing. And we have, this is nice, this goes to the downside, and that's nice because we can also use this and as entry with colors and then exit if we manage this to, if we manage to use this, you know what I mean. So here, if you don't know if you go down or not, you're not going down. Here you go up, here you go down, and then you go up, and that's true. Yeah, so we can work. Take a look at this. Down here, you've got the signal to go up. Just in this not sure if this, yeah, just here. And this one is a nice one because it goes up, and whatever the reason is, without OHLC4 you don't see it, because I guess that OHLC4 is higher than just close. Or is it not? I mean, you've got other values. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but it works a bit better. So far I like what I'm seeing here. I don't think high, low, I don't think you need to polish high and low, but we can test it. Why not? So here we have some places where you might want to go down. Well, so here it's a bit different. Yeah. Maybe we can smooth this out with the high and low setting. Yeah, so this is nice. This is nice. So as you can see down here, you don't have, you have to wait a bit more till you have a confirmation of going up. Here it takes a bit more, but it's not enough in order to go long, even if this RSI will tell us that it's oversold. Now, here there is a divergence. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at divergences. So far there are the same divergences, the same colors. Okay, so now we have two divergences. So here we have a divergence, but on the new one you have to wait a bit more till you can check if there is a divergence or not. And here also you have to wait a bit more. So it would seem to me that it takes a bit more to decide if this is a divergence or not. Yeah. But I'm ready to smooth this with the new settings that I have set about high and low, the new calculation, so that we can have more smooth and yeah. Yeah, not sure. So here it has worked perfectly in order to enter, but we need a divergence, and because the strategy is about divergences and there wasn't any divergence. We can also just use the, so there is no divergence because the price went up anyways. We could just work with this. Wait a moment. Yeah, but this is telling go down, and that's right, it goes down. Now it says goes up, and then we go up. Yeah, not sure. Take a look at this. Why is this bigger? Is it because, yeah, we should have the same scale or something, otherwise okay, let's, yeah, no, we don't want to mix both of them. I mean, the value of val should be different. So if we take a look here, yeah, we don't have the same value. So the one on the top here is bigger because as we use OHLC4, we sometimes we smooth the price. Anyway, what I was looking for is divergences. So let's see if we find any divergences around here. So this is the one that we have seen up there, and here we wouldn't have this divergence about going down. So that's a bad thing because the divergence goes down, but at the same time, not sure. It depends on what you want to do, but I like the ability to have this smooth so that it doesn't have so bad so that it's not so bad, you know what I mean? We could also use an SMA. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I mean, so here there is a divergence, and you will have the same divergence here, unless you compare OHLC4, of course. Okay, so anyway, so here you have something that seems that the price is going to go up, but it doesn't go up. So here you wait a bit more, and then you decide to go down. And yeah, so sometimes it's best to go down, sometimes it's not. But right now what we want to do is to find some divergences. For example, here we have a divergence because this goes down. But what we can do here is to smooth this so that it has this new high and low. And so this is 7 October 9. But let's work with this. 7 October 9. Okay, so let's do this. So right now we have this new functionality. So it's new source input. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is to have this C version which is a bit different. But first of all, we need to release B2, which I'm not going to do anything. I mean, I'm not going to add a tag for this file, because why would you want a tag of this? So this is, I mean, bump version to B2, and now we want to copy this into C smooth. Then we will have the smoothest. We can smooth this even better, even more with SMA. Although I don't think it's needed too much. I mean, so here what I want to do is to just say that I have added squeeze momentum OHLC4 based on a smooth. I mean a smooth based on OHLC, and this is C. And did I use this properly? Yeah. Okay, so now we should open once again. C. Down here also C. Because I want to smooth the high and the lows from here, because why not? This price is over. So this is not a good thing to do, but anyway. So what we have here is high and low somewhere. I have seen them. So here, high, low. So wait a moment. So if you use true range, which is true by default, it's going to use TA. So what we want to do is not use true range. And use high, low. Anyway, this range is used SMA. Yeah, so we don't want to use true range, because else this is not going to work as we want to. And then we want to calculate N high, and so smooth high and a smooth low. So a smooth, I mean, I have written this somewhere here, high and this. So this is high and source, which is OAHLC. And this down here should be what's the name, low. So we might want to use a setting for smoothing, high and low. So a smooth high and low. So this is going to be set to true by default, and this is a smooth high and low. This is not going to be in line, but it's going to have its own line. And so what you want to have here is a new variable here, a new input for this function, which I'm using here also. Then say something like this is a float, smooth high NA, and this is low one. So what you want to do is to use one or the other one depending on this new setting. So if you want to smooth, you just do like this. Otherwise you just use high and low as they are usually. So wait, this is not right. So what you do here is just using high and low. And now we should find high and low everywhere that they are used. So here and here, and then we do the same thing for low. So it's here and here, and that's it. So by default this is going to be true, and high and low are going to be smooth with OLC4, and we will see what happens. It's a very basic smoothing, but I want to test it. So this is, wait a moment, we have managed not to do this in a single commit. We will have to do some stuff in 2 steps. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's try this, if we can add yet another create new indicator, save, yeah, and add to the chart. So we have yet another indicator here. Going to move it up here. Let's see if we can find something. So here there's a divergence because something, yeah, and we keep having a divergence because this is quite down and the OHLC is too much for our stuff. Let's see if we can find anything. Maybe the one from 23 that we were checking before. Not 23, 20 here. So here, do we have any difference? I think we might have some difference down here about the value. Yeah, the value is slightly different, but the colors are the same ones. So there is not an improvement between B and C. You know what I mean? Look at this. Yeah, so here there is a bit of improvement because you don't have this light green stuff. And yeah, that's maybe it. I mean, trying to understand. So here you go down, while on the old one, while on this one you don't go down. Then we have something about the squeeze, which is here. So as you can see in the third one, as we have smoothed so much, we don't have these black squares, these black crosses, not anymore. So it only happens when it's actually the price is quite compressed. So this could help something or not, not sure. Yeah, not sure why. Let's see if so. Here it doesn't tell us anything about going up with crosses or something. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, maybe this smoothing is not a good thing to have. I mean, I like this one about using OHLC as inputs. And another thing that we can test is using something else, such as yeah, so we could use here, maybe not in this one, but in the other one. Wait, yeah, not in this one. So here I could say use look at this, what the hell is this? RSI. So these are inputs from the other. What the hell is this? can we use the RSI as an input? I mean, is it useful for anything? So if we have this color and this also go down. Now, if we have this color, yeah, I guess that the red one is overbought, and the light one is oversold, and that's why. So here, wait a moment. So this could be nice to find new strategies here using RSI or whatever as an input, but I prefer doing this stuff in the same strategy. So here, yeah, you want to go up, and here you want to go up. Yeah, I mean, why not? Here, no, not here, sorry. Here you want to go up, but this doesn't work as expected. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to test high, see if there was any difference. So high should help us with some stuff, I guess. So high should help us. I mean, I think we could use high as a source in many places and understand what's happening. Let me check here. Here we cannot understand anything. Okay, too many charts, isn't it? We can remove this one, but first of all we will have to save it, I guess. So yeah, so this should be C1. Yeah, wait a moment. This should be C1 and C1, C1. So now you should be able to add this like this and say that you only want this change and you don't want any one of the other changes. So now the commit is ready up here, so we should be able to say something like use the proper name with C, and now I want to state what we have done, which is high and low values were smooth. And so finally what we do is we bump the version to C2. And so now we have difference. So we can add this and say bump version to C2 with C. So D, it's not going to have this. It's going to be based on B, because that's what we want to do. Okay, so I wanted to check what we can manage to have with high as an input, if it's something useful or not. So here we have some colors. Okay. We had some divergences somewhere here. Okay. Let me see what happens with high. So here with high we have the exact same divergence. And here we don't have a divergence because we are entering a new color, and here we have the divergence. Down here I can remove the smoothing here so that I can have the original B compare. So the original B. Okay, so this one that works with high takes a little longer to decide to enter. So it will open here at the bottom, not down here. I mean, yeah, that's right. Not sure if there's much differences. So here, yeah, so if there is, do we have something more? So do we have this one, high, low, close, without the open one, and this other one, high, low, CC. So high, low, CC. Yeah, I mean, each one of them works better for one stuff or the other one. Yeah, we have this. And then you also have HLC3, which doesn't use open. That makes sense. Do not use open because we have already used it on the previous candle. This makes sense. Well, let's see if we can see anything that it's worth with these candles. So apparently we have this divergence, okay, and we will also have this one. Although which OHLC4 we don't have it. So I think it's OHLC4 for the win. Okay, let's remove C and let's reset settings here so that we have the OHLC here. Okay, so now I want to have another smooth one. So this should be the smooth with ED, and I should have something like that based on this. But first of all I need to add the new file, which is this one. Then I want to open this again, both on the top and on the bottom, and move everything to the left. Okay, we no longer want C, or do we want it? Yeah, because we want the input to smooth or not the bow. We want to smooth bow. So otherwise doesn't make sense. Oh no, we want to smooth the source, isn't it? We want to smooth the source. That's right. Okay, so let's see. What the hell do we do without? So the first thing that we want to do is just use D1 everywhere, so that we have the right stuff here. So what we do is hit add, and then use proper name with D. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So now we want to smooth the source. So it's going to be a bit complicated, maybe, or not. Sure. Not sure about that. And this is going to be the inputs that we want to smooth, by the way. So we want to have a true false input in order to use this or not. So we want to smooth a smooth source. And then what we want is an MA, which we could have here on Divergenced. So I'm going to open this on the bottom. So what we want is some inputs for MAs. So let's see if I can use some ones that are nice. Yeah, so maybe this ones, those ones, fast, low, yeah, this ones here. So these are inputs, so we need to so this is the group is squeeze momentum smooth MA. Let's call it that way. Yeah, and in line it's going to be the same thing because I don't want to work too much. The squeeze MA. The squeeze is smooth MA. Let's call it this way. So let's use 3. It's going to be easier. And so this is going to be a squeeze. What's a squeeze momentum smooth MA, which by default is going to be 3, and this is going to be an SMA because I say so. So the default value should be SMA, then we will test something else. So what we want to use here is excuse mom smooth MA. Yeah, that's right. So we just do like this. I have managed to do this wrong here. So MA and MA. So what you want to do is before doing anything here, you want to calculate the new source. Okay. So this would be excuse momentum source. Okay. This is float and NA. So basically what you do is do we use enable? Yeah, so this should be enable a squeeze momentum smooth, because otherwise, yeah, I mean, not sure how this will be seen on the strategy, but this is what we want to do. So what you want to do is just doing something like that. So if this is turned on, a squeeze momentum source should be something, which I'm not sure right now, and otherwise it should be the original source, which is the input, which we're going to use this one. So that means that squeeze momentum source should be the input here, and that's it. So here you want the FMA. So in order to use the FMA, we need to take a look down here and copy and paste the FMA function, which is here. Nice. So let's use it here, and then somewhere we can get an idea on how to use this function. So this is the result from the function that we want to use down here. And now we want to have some inputs which are here. So let me open this down here so that it's easier to do all of this. So down here, what you want to do is to use the right inputs. So this is type, this is a length, wait, length is here, and this is the source. So I'm not sure if I want to use OHLC4 by default as the input. So maybe what you want to use is close. So we will try to see what the hell to use here. So wait a moment. This is not right. Okay, so the source for the MA, it's you choose it here. So this is going to be closed by default, and if you want anything else, you use this. Use this other one. Okay, so let's test this and see what happens, because I am not sure about this. What's the name? About this indicator. So we go here, open new indicator, paste, save. Nice. And now we should be able to add to the chart and move it upwards. Nice. Now I think that we have something worth of it. So here we don't have this stuff we had before. Okay, so let me check. So here we don't have any. I mean, we might have something here, but I'm not sure. But all of here we don't have anything but here, and this is the one that works perfectly. So this is quite nice, if you ask me. What is happening here? Finally, it's going down or not? We don't know. Okay, so this one is promising. So what happens if I add this to the chart again and I modify it in such a way that the skews momentum MA source is OHLC4? So here we have close as an input, and down here we have OHLC4. So it seems that takes a bit more, but I don't see too many differences, if I'm being honest. Let's move it up so that we can compare this properly. Okay, so here we have two red stuff, and it's a bit later than this other one, which worked without SMA, and that makes sense because SMA, it's for that. So the question is if we use, okay, so here we have removed this. What does happen if SMA is about 2 candles? Okay, if we use 2 candles, it works the same way, and here you don't have anything. Did you have something before? Okay, let's use down here. Let's reset settings. So this is going to be close. The bottom we have close, and here with 3 periods, and here we have with 2 periods. So there is no difference. And let's see if 2 periods is a bit better some places. Okay. 3 periods, 2 periods. Look at this. I mean, it's better to have 3 periods rather than 2. So let's use here 3 periods. I mean, let's use 3 periods on both of them. And here we're going to test IMA instead of SMA. And we see that it keeps having these stupid values that we don't have to we don't want to have. What about the volume? Volume has the same problems. RMA has the same problems apparently, and WMA similar. So that one, the one that seems to fix this is this one. SMA with 3 periods, it smooths everything and it helps a bit to avoid false entries. So I think this is what we want to use as a this is what we want to use. So right now we should have this, and we say that new option to a smooth thanks to 3 period SMA. Period SMA. Nice. So now we should be able to bump the version, and I think we are done. Yeah, so we bump the version. Okay, so the stuff. So we bump the version with a D. Okay, so now we can edit the video and add some links here to these new indicators. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can find them properly. Here it is, indicator. So yeah, we would just, I mean, I don't need to open them, isn't it? Just take a look. We haven't used A2 here, but yeah. So let's use these links on the video description so that everyone can use them if they want to. So let's go back to what we wanted to do. Okay. So indicator. Okay. So here we have wait a second. Yeah, this one we have done, and we want to anymore, so I can put it here. So this is something like this. Wait a moment. Okay, so yeah, so this doesn't make sense in the indicator. Okay, so let me explain. So the next video, it's going to work on the strategy by having OHLC. Okay, a smooth based on SMA. Okay, no, a smooth close based on SMA. I mean, have I tested OHLC as an input? I have, isn't it? I mean, as an input of the, where is it? Let's do it down here. So if you want this as an input, I think we had tested it and it wasn't so good. wasn't as good as before, but not sure why. So here we have this. We have 7 October, isn't it? What's the problem here? So here you don't have it. And so let's see. Are we missing something? I mean, are there any differences? That's the question, because otherwise. So here you weight a bit more with OHLC4 to the side. So I think it's better to work with. And we can have this stuff. So if this color changes like this, you go up. Yeah, that makes sense. You've got this change of color, you go up. Okay, so yeah, so let's remove this one, let's reset this one. It's the one that we're going to use to understand. Let's remove this one and let's keep the not sure what, yeah, because this has OHLC4. So now we have the original one, and we have this new one that has some smooth, and it's a bit better for some stuff. And as I was saying, so we have to do more stuff here, okay? So smooth it, we have added in the indicator. We need to add it to the strategy, and maybe to the Ruckard Zignaly template. I'm not sure if it's there or not. And then you've got the thing about, wait. And then you've got the thing. So this has been done, and I mean, we don't use it. And so what we want to do on yeah, OHLC4 as an input to decide if there is a divergence or not. Oh, we can also have this as an input if we want to. Wait a moment. We can also have this as an input. Oh yeah, let's use this like that. To decide if there's a divergence or not. This is something that we will have to do, but first of all we will have to implement this new way of plotting the values here. Okay, so I think we are done, because the video is quite long. So next video we will see this. Thank you very much for watching this video.